welcome. Have a nice day. Today is Tuesday, 28th of March 2023. It is National Something on a Stick Day, Respect to Your Cat Day, and National Black Forest Cake Day, and National Weed Appreciation Day. 28th of March in Indian and the world history is celebrated, observed, and remembered for various reasons. It is actually the birth anniversary of Chittor V. Nagashia, Vina Mazumdar, Moon Sen, and Swati Piramal. Starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper The Hindu, states that diplomats stay away from work as trade unions. Women's organization opposes changes to Israel's judicial system. Adhering to the Histadrot's decision, consular activities in the embassy of Israel in India remained stalled on Monday. Israeli diplomats stationed in India went on a strike on Monday, the embassy of Israel said in a statement to The Hindu. It came about when the Histadrot, Israel's largest labor union, instructed all the government employees to strike work. The action of the Israeli diplomats in India comes in the backdrop of ongoing protests in Tel Aviv against planned changes in Israel's judicial system by the government. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said. A protester carries a poster during a gathering in Tel Aviv amid ongoing demonstrations and calls for a general strike against the hard right government's controversial push to overhaul the justice system. The Hindu newspaper also states that at least 3 adults fatally shot at a Nashville grade school. Officials says 3 adults and 3 children were killed in a shooting at a private Christian grade school in Nashville. 3 children and 3 adults were killed in shooting at a private Christian grade school in Nashville on March 27, police said. Police officers arrived at the convent school, Presbyterian church, after reports of shooting in Nashville, Tennessee, United States on March 27, 2023. The Hindu newspaper also states that borrowers should be heard before accounts are classified as fraud. Supreme Court bench says the principle of natural justice demands that borrowers who face a condition akin to blacklisting should be given a chance be heard first. Supreme Court of India said that the borrowers be given an opportunity to be heard before the accounts are classified as fraud. Going towards the Indian Express newspaper states that Bilkis Bano case, Supreme Court asks Gujarat government to be ready with the convicts remission if file is hearing on April 18. Bilkis was a gang raper and her 3-year-old daughter was among 14 people killed by mob during the 2002 Gujarat riots. Bilkis Bano was 21-year-old girl and was 5 months pregnant when she was a gang raped while fleeing the riots that broke after the Godhra train burning incident. Indian Express also states that Amritpal likely to Nepal. India asks it not to allow him to flee to third country. The report, the Kathmandu Post, came on a day a new photograph of Amritpal with his associate Papalpreet Singh surfaced on social media, even as another close aide of the radical preacher was detained under the stringent National Security Act. Amritpal has continued to evade arrest and remained untraceable since March 18. Indian Express also states that no let up in hate speech, no intervention by RSS. Muslim leaders in dialogue with RSS express anguish. The letter sent to Mohan Bhagwat on March 23 carries the signature of former Lieutenant Governor of Delhi Najib Jung, former Election Commissioner S.Y. Qureshi, ex-Rajya Sabha member Shahid Siddiqui, Lieutenant General Sadhu Shah, and Said Sherwani. Muslim intellectuals who have been engaging with the RSS since last year have written to Sangh Parivar Chief Mohan Bhagwat. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that over 12.5 thousand projects given green clearance in 2022, Lok Sabha told. The number of environmental, forest, wildlife, and coastal zone regulation clearance granted in India jumped 21 times in 5 years, from 577 in 2018 to 12,496 in 2022, also the highest in 5 years, the Environment Ministry informed the Lok Sabha on Monday. Hindustan Times also states that soon Indian Meteorological Department forecasts to include real feel factor. The Indian Meteorological Department is planning to issue a heat index reading for weather stations across the country, including Delhi, this summer, as well as color-coded forecast in addition to the these of maximum and minimum temperatures, officials said on Monday. Sunset at Yamuna River in New Delhi on Monday. Hindustan Times also states that Supreme Court paves way for conducting UP Civic Bowl with OBC quota. New Delhi, the Supreme Court on Monday paved the way for holding urban local body polls in Uttar Pradesh with reservation for the other backward classes (OBCs) after it was convinced that the state followed the mandatory triple test criteria. The Supreme Court allowed the Uttar Pradesh State Election Commission to issue a notification for the urban local body polls with OBC quota in 2 days. Going towards the economy of the country, Sensex rises 125 points, Nifty near 17,000, RIL Maruti shine. Equity benchmark Sensex climbed to 126 points on March 27, propped up by buying in index heavyweights Reliance Industry, Maruti, and State Bank of India aimed at a higher opening in European equities. The 30-share BSE Sensex climbed 126.76 points or 0.22% to finish at 57,653.86 during the day, jumped for 292.45 points or 0.85% to 58,019.55. In a nutshell, we can say that broader NSE and Nifty advances 40.65 points to or 0.24% to end at 16,985.70. Amid protests, finance bill approved by both the houses. The amended bill was cleared in the Lok Sabha amid heavy sloganeering by opposition MPs, many of whom had dropped into the well of the House. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman speaks in Rajya Sabha during the second phase of the budget session of the Parliament in New Delhi on 27th of March. PPF Sukanya Samriddhi account interest rate hike may remain exclusive. Investors in the popular small savings scheme Public Provident Fund PPF and Sukanya Samriddhi account, whose rates have not been hiked since January 2019, are unlikely to get higher returns anytime soon, a top government official has indicated. Government averse to raising a return on tax-free small saving based on Shyamala Gopinath panel formula. PPF and Sukanya Samriddhi account unlikely to get higher returns anytime soon. Going towards the world news, including Israeli mission joins stir against judicial reformers. 3 children, 3 adults killed in Nashville school shooting, suspected dead. Israeli government delays a disputed judiciary bill amid mass protests. Hamza Yusuf elected as a Scottish National Party's new leader. Israeli government ensures as a judicial reform plans draws mass protests. Greenland to stay in daylight saving time forever. Going towards science and technology, big announcement in few weeks, says IT Minister Vaishnav on conversational AI tool. To specify question on whether India can build something equivalent to the conversational AI tool ChatGPT, the minister said wait for the few weeks, there will be a big announcement. IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav on March 27 hinted a big announcement in a few weeks in the context conversational AI tools. AI Vaishnav. Without action plans, India's poorest will continue to bear brunt of heat waves steady. Of the 37 plans it analyzed, the Center for Policy Research found that nearly all of them failed to target vulnerable groups, are underfunded, and have weak legal foundation. While photo of families seen carrying twigs in Churu district under the hot weather condition. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwat Mann announces hikes in crop loss compensation. Crops of the farmers from many districts in Punjab were destroyed after the wheat farmers were demanding compensation. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwat Mann held a meeting with the officials and discussed the matter of compensation for the farmers in the wake of crops lost due to bad weather. CM Bhagwat Mann of Punjab. Samsung Galaxy Book 3 Pro review, a sleek-looking premium work machine. The new Samsung Galaxy Book 3 Pro expands the company's ecosystem with a perfectly engineered laptop to meet the current work demands in sleek and classic look. The Samsung Galaxy Book 3 Pro comes with a 14-inch screen space, a screen resolution of 2818 to 1800 pixels, and a super smooth 120 Hz refresh rate. At last, there's a famous quotation by APJ Abdul Kalam, whose full name was Abul Pakir Jainul Abidin Abdul Kalam. Birth anniversary 15 October 1931 to 27 July 2015. Was an Indian aerospace scientist and statesman who served as the 11th President of India from 2002 to 2007. He was born and raised in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu, and studied physics and aerospace engineering. He spent the next 4 decades as a scientist and a science administrator, mainly at the Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO) and Indian Space Research Organization (ISRO), and was intimately involved in India's civilian space program and military missile development efforts. He thus come to be known as the Missile Man of India for his work on the development of ballistic missile and launch of vehicle technology. He also played a pivotal organizational, technical, and political role in the India's Pokhran second nuclear tests in 1998, the first since the original nuclear test by India in 1974. Mr. Abdul Kalam states a famous quotation. He says that if you want to leave your footprints on the sand of time, do not drag your feet. Okay, thank you.